welcome back to the Metals Investment Forum. It's my great pleasure to have the Juggernaut, this company that potentially be the superstar of 2026. Welcome, Lily.
Thanks, Chen. Thanks for having us.
So you actually wear multiple hats. You are the mind, the brain behind another company that's a huge discovery for Goliath. You are the chief geologist for Goliath as well?
I've been part from the Goliath discovery since the beginning. It wasn't just me. There's a team behind me, but I happened to be at the same place there when we made that discovery, and we all know about that when it's gone and the way it is right now. So
Yes, for sure. Yeah, that's a great discovery. It seems like you're taking the experience of Goliath and come to Juggernaut and found something maybe a little bit better or similar. What you tell us?
I don't want to say it's better, but there is definitely a lot of similarities that we see. We have the veins. It's a shear hosted system at the big one as well. So that's very similar to what we have at Goliath. I mean, think about Goliath. Initially, we only had one vein on surface, and we then later on found a second vein. And as we're drilling now, I think we have like 46 veins in 5 different loads. On big one, we are already.
Big one is a Juggernaut. That's how you invested.
Yeah, big one is the project that Juggernaut is working on. So what we have there are now over 500 veins on surface.
500 veins. Yeah. Okay,
it's similar.
Goliath, you have one, and this have a 500. Maybe that's why you were so excited on the panel.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, like the veins themselves, they're 5 to 10 meters wide, hosted in shear zones, so they're up to 50 meters wide. That's like a 15-story building in width, and then we get like 1,000 meters of exposed length on surface. Again, like 2 CN towers. Like it's pretty substantial stuff. Like you really realize it's hard to convey the size of these veins, just like when you're flying around, where you get in there. Once you land, once you get to one of these shear zones, you look up and like, oh, it's pretty big, and the grades obviously as well. Like,
so tell us what kind of grade you're finding so far.
Well, we have up to 8.25 ounces per ton gold equivalent.
8.25 ounces of gold.
263 grams per ton.
It's on the surface.
Yeah,
right on the surface, and it could be better even as you drill deeper.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's probably better stuff. I mean, the Colorado School of Mines with the petrographic work that they did for us, they showed that the gold itself is free milling gold sitting in the quartz part of the vein, and these grains are, at least we've seen so far, up to 150 micron in size. So there is substantial potential to actually have like gold, pretty big gold that you could also see as visible gold.
Visible gold. Well, excellent. That's for gold. What else you have?
There's quite a lot of silver in the system as well. We get silver grades up to 2,800 grams per ton. We got zinc, lead, and copper in there as well.
Okay, so it's a polymetal, man. You have almost everything, most critical. If besides gold, or critical metals. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There's quite a bit of zinc and the copper in there as well.
Okay, great. So do you see something similar to Goliath, or Goliath more towards gold? Yeah.
Yeah, so Goliath, that's definitely more gold right now. It's hard to say here. I mean, we've only spent 30-something days on the ground so far. We haven't drilled it yet. That's upcoming in the 2026 drill program here. So I'll be able to tell you more.
Yeah, once you go deeper.
Over the next year here. So I don't want to say too much, but like from the gold itself, we know the gold is pretty pure. It's about 80 to 90% is gold, and 10 to 20% silver. So it's like an electrum alloy.
Oh, electrum. Yeah. Oh, good.
And yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah. So do you think it's a multiple phase, or because electrum, there's another company called Pretium. There was a very successful takeover, but right now owned by Newmont. So do you see that just one process and another bring the polymetallic, or it's a different process, or overprint each other?
Yeah, so from what we know so far, there's definitely different pulses of mineralization happening. we see that in the petrography. You see some of the sulfides. Like there's definitely a timing relationship of when the various sulfide phases come in, when the gold comes in. We haven't really untangled that whole story or history of the events yet. Again, that's something that with the drill program and more metallurgical studies and petrographic studies, that, by the way, the Colorado School of Mines continuously working on that stuff. So as we move forward, we'll know more.
Well, excellent. Congratulations to your recent raise. And it seems like well received. And then you're catch up to start drilling this year.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we just announced a bought deal and for $10 million. And so we are all cashed up for until 2027 and beyond. And it's a good position to be in.
Okay, great. Tell us what's your plan, how many meters you plan to drill, and then for investors, especially new investors, so what do they expect for the rest of the 2026?
Yeah, so we'll do a 10,000 meter drill program. The drill program is designed to target the low-hanging fruits, which means the largest and most extensive veins that we have discovered on surface so far. This past season we did a lot of mapping and detailed work on these veins, channel cutting and all of that. So these are kind of our best targets. We'll set up on those targets, drill those targets. And the drill holes are designed to go through the main vein, but then also continue at depth and potentially intersect additional veins that are subsurface that we haven't discovered yet. And there's also potential that as those drill holes continue, we get to the source of this system, which, as we understand right now, is a porphyry. We have indications of this porphyry on surface from the geochemical trace element distribution, as well as a large propylitic alteration area of over 4 kilometers square. The proper nice texture with the veins and all the alteration around it that you expect. So there's definitely a good chance. And I mean, we are in the right terrain, right? Galore Creek, one of the biggest porphyries in North America, is right next door. So it's not out to lunch to think that there is another porphyry.
Right.
We are with all the evidence that we have.
Yeah. So that will, you will drill and find out.
Exactly.
10,000 meters.
10,000 meters with 2 drill rigs.
2 drill rigs. How deep do you plan to drill?
The holes will be between 200 and 600 meters.
So maybe you see it as you drill.
Exactly.
You can, if you see what you like, you just continue.
Yeah, exactly. And for sure, we'll sample some of these holes, do the sampling on the entire hole, because the information that you get from the geochemistry is going to help us vector towards the source.
Wow, yeah. That will be the maiden drill program. They never drill. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, great. It's still like such a low-hanging fruit, such a great project. How was not being discovered before? Maybe you can tell us.
Yeah, well, like for sure, it's glacial abatement and retreat of the snowpack.
Thanks to the global warming.
Thanks to global warming, yes. We as a group have worked in areas like this for the past several years, and we definitely have noticed that like every year the glaciers are retreating, new outcrops come up. And the good thing is that when a glacier disappears, the rock is nice and clean, no vegetation, no dirt on there. And so it's relatively easy to pick out, especially if you have a system like this with veins that contain sulfides. The rusty veins actually stick out pretty nicely. And I think that's kind of the main reason why this has never been found before, because it is in the Golden Triangle. It's in an area that is very active, and simply we were in the right spot at the right time.
Well, excellent. So maybe you let the investor know what time they can expect some drill results. It looks so exciting, and it's maiden drilling program.
Yeah, so as I said, we'll head out and start drilling in June or early July. And then we'll start putting out news releases about visuals. Obviously, this is a vein hosted system, so when we drill it, it's pretty easy to know when we are in a vein and when we'll have a section that has good grade, because we have already demonstrated with the channel cuts that the grade is throughout these veins, so we know kind of what to expect when we see it. We'll put out news releases on that, and then the first results will probably start coming in August at some point. And then from there, the program is going to go till mid to end of September. and then we'll have news for probably into the new year.
All right, excellent. That's hopefully use your experience with Scalize, you find another one
Yes,
for the better reward.
oh yeah, no, for sure. I think we are onto something really, really good here. Personally, I've never seen anything like this before, and yeah, I really think that this is a big one.
All right, great. Okay, good luck. Looking forward to hearing from you for the big one.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Chen.
thank you.